Hi, I'm Margaret Lewin and welcome to Margaret Lewin Quilting. Today we're going to be working on what is called the Churn dash block, but I've also called it the monkey wrench block. What you've got here in front of you is the makeup of it. In the corners, I'm going to be making those blocks into half square triangles. The first thing that I'm going to do is turn my fabric over, and on the wrong side I'm going to take my friction pen. Now friction pens do go away with heat, but I've been told that they can come back with cold. So I'm going to take my friction pen. This is actually going to be the line I'm going to be cutting on, and I'm going to draw a line from one end to the other. I'm going to place it on top of my background fabric. And then what I will be doing is sewing a scant 1/4 of an inch on each side of that drawn line. I'm going to do that to both of the blocks that have the background fabric and the flower fabric. Real simple to do, not a problem. You won't have any issues. The only thing I am going to caution you on is you're going to want to sew a real scant 1/4 so that you're going to be able to go back and square it up afterwards. I'm a big proponent of squaring up your blocks as you go along, and you absolutely want to square up half square triangles. Once I've sewn those on each side, you'll see here now I'm showing you where I'm going to be sewing. I will also then be sewing the green and the background fabric rectangle. Before I sew my rectangles together, I want you to see how little I cut away to be able to square these blocks up. In your booklet, you will see that the exact measurements, what you need to square these up to are. So please make sure you take the time to stop, square those up before you proceed on. Yep, those are my scraps. It's now time to start sewing together our green and background rectangles. They're real easy, real straightforward. Just sew one to the other. Make sure you're using your 1/4 inch seam and it will go great. All right, you can see here I now am down to what I classify a basic 9 patch. What I'm going to do and how I'm going to put this together is I'll sew this block to this one to this one, this one to this one. Then I will add this, this, and this. Then I will do my due diligence on pressing, and then I will add these two, then these two, and then press again, and my block will be done. So this is a really simple block. It's a nice, quick, and easy 9 patch type block. This is called the Churn dash block. I've also heard it called the monkey wrench. So nice simple block. This is the largest of the 3 sizes, and I will continue working on the other 2 sizes. My only suggestion to you is especially on these, make sure you're sewing a very scant 1/4 inch seam. You need that, as I showed you in a clip a few minutes ago, you need that scant in order to be able to square these up. So there you go. I'm going to put these together and then I'll be back and show you my finished block and how I pressed it at the end. Before we get to that, I want to show you how I put it together. So I got a little thread there. Let's clip that. So I've got my blocks all sewn together. I did press my seams open, and that's just fine to do. Sometimes people like to turn their stitch length down a little bit. That's completely up to you. I normally try to remember to, but every once in a while I forget. So here's my block. So how I'm going to put this together is I'm just going to roll this over, and then I'm going to match up these 2 seams right here. Okay. And how I'm going to keep this under control when it goes underneath the pressing foot is I'm going to pin it after the seam because I want it to stay right there in place. doesn't hurt to pin it before. You can pin it wherever you want to. You can pin as much as you want to. If it makes you comfortable to pin all the way across, go right ahead and do it. There's nothing wrong with that. And you shouldn't feel bad about it, because pinning does help to hold your pieces in place. So here I go again. I've got these two. I'm going to bring them up together to match the seam, and I'm going to pin right there. And I am going to snip that little thread that I seem to have hanging there. And then I'm going to bring it down to the corner, and I'm going to pin again. I'll sew that and sew the next one onto it, press it, and be back to show you the completed churn dash block. All right, here's my block all done. You can see it in all of its glory. I love this block. I think it looks really pretty. I'm very, very happy with the color choices that I made. So here is the back of it. You can see all of my seams are pressed open, and I have squared it per the directions. Now, again, when I squared it, there was extremely little extra fabric. So be careful. The pattern definitely calls for exact measurements. I think you can do it without too much trouble. So just as I said, make sure that you're sewing a 1/4 inch scant 1/4 inch seam, and press as you go. I think that's going to be your absolute best friend. So I'm going to move on to the other two, and then I will be back to show you all 3 blocks and give you the tips on how I put it together. Here are my 3 blocks all finished. A couple of things that I do want to go over with you on these. In the directions, it does tell you when you sew these pieces together to stop and square them up. Please do that. Take that few extra minutes. It'll make a lot of difference in your block. The other thing that I want you to do is when you sew these blocks together, stop and square those up. That will also make a difference. Now, I've pressed these all different ways from the directions. I think one of them I did follow the directions all the way through, but I'm not even sure that I did that. So let's flip them all over, and you can take a look at how I press them. So on this one, you can see I did press the final 2 seams open. The rest of them I did pretty much follow the direction and pressing one way or the other. All right. This next one, this is the smallest of blocks. I did the same way. In the directions, they do suggest that you press them. Well, actually, it doesn't tell you how to press this center seam. In the directions, though, it really looks like they have pressed them either in or out. I elected to press my seams open. I really felt that it just would lay much better doing it that way. Now, on this one, you can see I pressed every single seam open. Whole thing's pressed open, did not have a problem with it, and quite honestly, I believe it probably lays the flattest out of all of them. I will caution you though, on this block, with it being so tiny, I do not suggest that you press every single one of these seams open. I was fine with pressing this one open. I do not suggest that you press these open. Go ahead and press those to one side. You are going to be doing a real scant 1/4 inch seam on these. Press them to one side. On this one, this block is that much bigger. I don't see a problem with pressing it open. So, I doubt I'll have an issue with it. So these are my 3 blocks for our churn dash, or as I've referred to it before, the monkey wrench block. So I am about ready to move on to my 3rd one. If there's anything different that you want me to show you next month on these groups of blocks, please do leave a comment below and I will try to address it. Otherwise, I'm going to keep going in this manner where I'm sitting down, I'm sewing all 3 of them at one time to get them all done. What I am doing afterwards is I am stitching 1/8 of an inch from the edge all the way around. Then I'm setting them into a plastic bag for safekeeping until I'm ready to start putting the blocks together. So far, so good. I do suggest that you start with the large block, then do the medium, then do the small. So what I'm doing is cutting them all at once and then sewing them one at a time. So this block first, medium, and then the small. It seems like doing it that way, by the time I get to this block, I'm real comfortable with the layout of the block, and it's not quite so hard to sew this one. So hopefully I'll see you again soon for the 3rd block for September. We're doing 3 blocks this month, and this is block number 2. So I'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye.